good by 34 here, just getting that block on the shoulder. And then the critical part here is that the look guy needs to continue to press for them to feel. Because if they don't get back square, they ought to be washed. I want them to feel that. If they don't take that surface away, like 58, this is not good, right? You can't torque his upper body. That's a problem. Like, this is not a good look, because he ought to be blocked and turned there. I want them to feel that failure so that they can correct, you know. So again, what you're looking at is kind of a little bit of an evolution through the season as we got better and better at torquing that upper body, keeping my hips square to get that block on my back, to re-torque and get that off foot in the ground, sliding through contact. This is kind of what I was talking about. If it's too elongated, you ought to get launched a little bit. Like, that's a good look. 34 is a bit of a prick, and so you're not going to let anybody get away with anything. And so, like, how this shows up, and some of this stuff, you're probably going to be like, okay, coach, but I'm just telling you. Like, watch 50 here, right? Like, here's 50. I mean, he wanted so bad. I think he's a tough kid, and he's a good player. He's shorter armed, and he wanted so badly to, like, play the B gap by thudding up the tackle. And like, every time he did it, he was swallowed. When he learned to play on edges, like, watch him here as that block's climbing and he's getting it on his back, right? And you can just see that off arm coming back to rip through. That's rip and pry. You know, it keeps him alive to then redirect off and make a play. This is a great clip of it for 50. You know, skinny surface, take the block surface away, pry your way through, right? Get your hips too square. Probably gets tangled a little bit, like, you know, point of contact. We'll talk about gap pods here in a second, one way we train this, but he ought to be aiming at the hip of the lead lineman to make that block as thin as possible. And if he does that, I think he gets through here for a TFL.